live. I'm just going to centralize my craft mat, and as always we're going to just do a little bit of a check to make sure that you can hear me and see me. So it looks like, yep, I can turn on the sound now because it looks like we have sound. So it's Thursday. I'm very confused as to what day it is because we have been doing these on a Friday. Now we're back to doing them on a Thursday. I hope I've not confused all of you as well. I'm sure there's every likelihood that I might have done. So I am sorry if that's the case. Welcome if you are watching us live. Welcome if you are watching the replay. I'm just popping my phone on charge there because we always end up with I always just end up forgetting to do that, and then it runs out of charge when I'm trying to get on with things. So hello. Today's live was advertised as cards for all occasions. What does that mean? Well, it means, to me, that means it's a card that can be given for any reason. So not just a birthday. So these are some examples really of those types of cards actually, and that's a lot of the type of cards that we make here, aren't they? I think something that you can use for just to send somebody a nice card that doesn't necessarily have to be about birthdays. So we've got the "You Are the Best," "Sending Love from the Whole Herd," and then "With You Even Chores Are Fun." So these are three recent cards that we made that I think are really, really cute and satisfy that that brief, if you like. So what are we going to do today? Well, that's a good question. And I'm going to have a look at some of the some bits and bobs that I've already got kind of to hand. But I'm thinking, because I have still got a number of stamps that I've already coloured in but haven't actually utilised. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Please do say hello if you're joining us, because it's great to see you guys, and it's lovely to know that I'm not just talking to myself. So these are my little pockets that have little storage pockets. We sell these in the shop as well. If you've not seen them, these are the small ones. We do have the larger A5 size, but when I'm colouring and die cutting images, particularly from a new release, I like to put them in these little pockets in their little in their sets, so that I can just refer back to them and then potentially use them for that. And I feel like maybe the little cats are going to come out today. And I think I mentioned this in last week's video, that sometimes just looking at pre-stamped and die-cut images is inspiration enough for a jumping off point to then maybe do something with it. I've not used this Lots of Love set. Oh, I love this. That's really cute. I might use that. Now this guy here, this is the Easter Bunny, not Easter Bunny, sorry, this is the birthday bunny. And I made her a birthday bunny, specifically so that it could be used for other occasions other than Easter. But then this does go against kind of the brief a little bit because it might be more birthday themed. However, you have got the "You Take the Carrot Cake" sentiment. So again, that could be for doesn't have to be for a birthday, but I do love this cake image. this cake image is one of my favourites, and I did really love colouring that in. But because the brief is all occasions, not necessarily birthday, I am going to pop that to one side. That's an empty pocket, that's an empty pocket, that's an empty pocket. So we've got nothing in there, we don't need those. We've got our little sheep. So I showed you one earlier with the sheep. So I'm not going to do the sheep again, for the simple reason we have already done a non-birthday themed card with those. So I'm going to pop them to one side as well. These are the Oops-a-Daisy cats, which I think are really cute. Now, when we're talking about all occasions, the sentiments in here are very all occasion. So, for example, we've got the thinking of you every Daisy. In fact, it's probably easier if I show you the actual stamp set. I'll try and hold that so you don't get any glare. You've got I'm sorry, I forgot, sending love, Oops-a-Daisy, oh happy Daisy, and thinking of you every day. And then you've got happy birthday in there as well. So you can mix and match these to make them for birthday, but then you can also use the thinking of you, or the I'm sorry, or oh happy Daisy. So, and you're just sending somebody some love. So that's really cute, and I love the little bee in this set, which is adorable. So that could be a possibility, because I think that could be very, very much all occasion, and the images in it are so cute. So you're just sending somebody some love. So that's a definite possibility. I like the thinking of you every Daisy idea. So I'm going to hang on to that, and I've got I've potentially got a couple of ideas. Laura Ann says she's planning on getting some images stamped, cut and coloured over your summer holidays. That's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, there's something just so therapeutic about doing all the stamping, colouring, and then die cutting, and having them all ready to go. I love that part. When I do a new release, that is one of my favourite bits, is just getting them all stamped out, getting them all coloured, spending you know, a good amount of time just colouring them all in and die cutting them, and I love having them then to refer back to. So the Dig It stamp set is a recent set. That's only got a few images left, so I'm going to pop that to one side. And we have already shown you the You Are Moveless stamp set in a design. That was the Sending Love from the Whole Herd, which I absolutely adored making that card. Really loved making that. So we've already used that, so we know what we're doing with those. So the final set that I haven't used yet are our lovely daffodils, and these are gorgeous. So these are the Darling Daffodils, and again, great one for sending for just a general, you know, a bit of general love and thought. You know, it doesn't have to be for any specific reason. And it's got these gorgeous butterflies in there as well, which I think are just so cute. It does have the birthday sentiment, so again, you can use it for birthday, but it's got lots of other sentiments in here as well. I don't think I've got the stamp set just here, but we've got miss you, we've got hello, we've got a hi. So again, just any occasion, send somebody a hi. Flying by to say hi, or flying by to say thank you. And then we've got these gorgeous little butterflies. So what are our thoughts? What do you think we should do today? Should we do something that's a bit more floral? Should we do the cats? So we've got two different types of kitties. We've got our kitties, which is the Queen for the Day set. We've got the Oops-a-Daisy, or we've got the Love is in the Air, with our guys that are just flying by in their little hot air balloon. I think, you know, any of these is going to make an absolutely gorgeous card. Okay, if there are no votes, I will make a selection myself, because I've got a couple of ideas brewing in my head. these guys here. Daffodils or Love is in the Air, says Laura Ann. Well, Laura Ann is the first to vote, and I've just pulled the Love is in the Air because I did just think this is really rather cute. I love the little panda. So we've got a panda, we've got a little the little basket there, and then you've got a choice of a llama. So a little llama, let me show you that a bit closer. We've got the little llama there, we've got the little rabbit, we've got the cat. Of course we have to have a cat because we love cats. We've got the little raccoon, and then we've also got the little panda, which the panda is definitely, I'm definitely feeling drawn towards the panda. You also get the little cloud as well. So I'm making an executive decision with Laura. We're going to go with the Love is in the Air because that was the one that I had just taken out, and I have got a couple of ideas of what we can do with this. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And I've got a card blank here that I have already done some messing about on, but I'm probably going to cover that up with something. So yeah, I might just use that. So it's have I got a clean one that's not being used here? Is that an A2 size though? A2 could still work. A2 could still work, couldn't it? But I feel like I want a bit bigger base, so I'm going to have a look, see if I've got, oh, that one's got C on it. Here we go. So there are two things that we could do with this one actually. I think I know what I'm actually going to do, but I did just want to show this as an option as well because this is a really cool option. So this is our Pretty Pastels paper pad, and I've coloured all of my designs so that they will match the colours that are in this paper pad. So this will go really nicely with the papers in here if you wanted to use them. Laura says we had a picnic with alpacas a few weeks back as a late birthday treat for your eldest. Oh, that's so cute. We should use the little alpaca then, shouldn't we? Really, the little llama. So this paper pad is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's one of my favourites. This and the rainbow. And then the gingham. I think they're just ones that you need to have in your stash. So we do have this paper that's got the clouds on it. So if you didn't want to ink blend your background, you could just use this. So we could potentially use this as a bit of a backdrop for our lovely characters. And I mean, how easy is this going to be then to put a little card together? We've got our backdrop already made, and then all we need really then is our sentiment. So this is going to come together so quickly we might be able to do two. This is such a pretty paper pad, which is not easy to say. We have got, obviously we could add in some 3D clouds as well if you wanted to. They are of a similar design because obviously I've designed everything that is in here. So I just think that this is so adorable. And it could just be so easy. You could use some of the green in the foreground, but I just think leaving this as a really nice, just simple background in floating around. Now the sentiments that we've got, let me tip some of this out so that we can see. We've got love is in the Air, which is obviously the name of the set. You've got Enjoy the Ride, which I think is going to be really cute if we have maybe that on the balloons. I think that would be really cute. And we have You Make My Heart Soar as well, which is really cute. Now in this stamp set, you also get the little the swirls and trails there. But where is my actual stamp set? It's not down. It's not there. Where is it? Where is it? It must be here. It is. So this is the actual stamp set, and it's got these two adorable little birds. So we might have to have a couple of those in there as well. So Lauren says, "Oh, that is gorgeous paper. I'm way behind in terms of the newest stuff. You should check it out. Honestly, that one you're gonna absolutely love that." Now I'm thinking for my background here, do I want to layer up a bit of colour? And I'm just gonna grab a bit of pink here. I think this is too pale a pink. But I'm thinking that it might be nice to do a bit of matting and layering here, just to help it pop a little. Let me try, is this a bit of that's a brighter pink. Doesn't really go with any of the pinks in our background, but if I could find a pink that is going to be similar, I feel like that could be really nice. Or we've kind of used a more kind of a corally orange colour, but and again, that I think this is just going to be too bright. Yeah, I think I might just stick with the blue background because the clouds, just keep it nice and simple. I think what I'm trying to do here is something that we can all be guilty of, I'm sure, is trying to overcomplicate something that doesn't need to be complicated. Now this orange does look quite nice, and it does really add a little bit of a pop to help it stand out. So I've got nothing to lose by cutting this out, and I don't think I've got any of it smaller. No, so I will cut this out. I'm going to cut out this shape, and then we'll have a go at popping this together. This could be, and this is a really great example of where having your images already stamped, coloured and die cut can help you make a really quick card for somebody, again, for any occasion. So let's have a little look. That's an A2 size layer. So this is my A6 layering dies. So because I want to do some matting and layering, I'm going to make these smaller than, let's have a look. I think I'm going to go with, so this is the third largest, yep, and I only want to use a tiny outline. So I'm going to go for the third and the fourth sizes. Now if I use the fourth size down, I just want to check that there's still enough real estate there for my balloons. There is, so we're good to go. So I'm going to place that in the middle of my pattern paper. Is anybody crafting along with me tonight then? What's everybody doing? So we've got some of that, and then this one I am going to I'm going to cut round this because I don't want to put a full A4 size piece into my die cutting machine because it'll just take up space that we don't need, and then I can put both of these dies through at the same time. So a little bit on there. Oh, this is going to look so cute. Right, so let's get my plates here. Pop these both on here at a bit of an angle, non-stop every evening for 2 weeks. End of term madness here. I've had 3 retirement cards, own family birthdays, Father's Day, key rings, personalised water bottles, and tonight I'm on a wedding card. Oh my goodness. That is quite the set of orders that you've had there. That's a lot of crafting. But do you know what is really nice? Is having a reason to craft. You know, having a bit of purpose to what you're trying to do. So having an occasion. I really enjoyed making that Father's Day card for my dad. And then yesterday, I ordered my mum some just some beauty items because I was ordering some for myself, some cosmetic stuff. And my mum was like, "Oh, I don't know what to get. Can you get me something?" So I'd found some bits for her online, ordered them to come to my house, and then I wrapped them up to send on to her. And I thought, I can't just send them in a envelope or a bag or whatever without a little message. So I made a little card, and I have been meaning to do it. I'm gonna put it on probably our Instagram story just to show you what I made. It was the quickest, simplest little gift card, like note card, sorry. And it was just on an off cut of card that I'd got. So I think it must have been from when I'd cut down a larger card blank. I'd been left with some smaller card blanks. I'll show you in a second when I've managed to pop all this away. I don't know why, but my nesting dies I haven't put on a magnetic sheet. I've just used this one tiny piece of it's got tape across the middle, and obviously it's losing its stickiness now. So this was the size of notelet that I created. So I've got a few of these that, like I said, I think I must have cut. They must have been offcuts of another card size. I'm not really sure what size card that would be. That is that size. I don't know whether it's the top of a slimline card, maybe. I don't know. It's not wide enough, is it? I don't know. I have no idea what that was from. However, I've got a few of them. But it's the perfect size for this. Obviously, wasn't the image. This is too big. But I'd got one of my character stamps on the front of it. Did a bit of ink blending in the background, and then added a little sentiment at the bottom. And it was just perfect for a little notelet. So what I might do is I might create something similar once we've done this, because this is going to be pretty quick to put together, and just show you how I made like a little notelet that you can then send again, just as a little bit of a hello, or if you're sending someone a little gift, or you found maybe, even if you'd found some sweets that they like, or you'd found you'd bought something while you were out that made you think of them. You could see how you could send a little note then along with it, and they're always nice to have again in your stash, so that you can you've got something to then to go back to if ever you need it. So, and I think one of the things that I'd really like to do is just send my mum a little gift now and again, that something that I might have seen that just reminds me of her, or even if it was just something maybe you'd found in a magazine that stood out to you. Now my little llama, I really think he's cute, but I feel like he's the wrong colour. I think he should be like alpaca colour and maybe a bit darker. I don't know, what do you think? So if we were to use maybe the raccoon instead, I feel like he stands out a little bit more. So I think I'm going to go with the raccoon this time, because the raccoon's cute, isn't he? So first bit of process. Let's get this background element stuck down. clogged up glue as always. So let's get this in a little pattern over the back there, and I shouldn't stick this down over the top of my card. I do this all the time, and that is a disaster waiting to happen because you're going to drop it in the wrong place, get glue in the wrong places. So yeah, it's probably not the best idea. Annalisa says that she would love to see how we made the note card. I am on it. So next for this, I'm going to raise this up a little bit because we want a little bit of height. And I have to say, you know, I always I don't ever really prepare for our Facebook lives. Not really. You know, I will have a little bit of a think about maybe a theme or an occasion that I'm trying to cater for. But I don't often have time to really think about it as much as I would like to. And I have been told by various people that I should, you know, be more prepared, and that people don't really like the long videos and they want shorter demonstrations. So I don't know whether that's true, whether you guys would like me to do shorter demonstrations, or whether you like, you know, them me doing like a full, you know, process. I guess I'm not doing a full process with this one because we're not doing any colouring in tonight, but still, we do end up, our projects end up being about an hour or so, don't they, at least? So let me know if that's not what if you prefer more ideas, you know, and shorter videos. It is difficult to do that, and I will certainly try if that's what people would prefer. I have a goal before the end of this year. I would love to get to 1,000 viewers on our channel. We're quite close. We're about 700, which is, you know, we're getting there. So if you guys are watching it, it'd be great if you would share and like and help us get to that magic 1,000, because I think that would just help more people find us, which would be awesome. So yeah, that's one of my goals for this year, is to do that. So trying to think of different ways that I can do that. Laura Ann says, I love the chat that goes along with your lives. Oh, that's so lovely, thank you. And you know that it's you guys that make that chat possible, because otherwise I'm just randomly talking nonsense to myself. So it's nice that I have you guys to talk to. It's so nice that you guys are there for me to, you know, chatting back to me. So I'm going to pop this on a bit of foam as well. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the reason I was telling you all of that stuff was because I do come into these lives sometimes thinking, oh, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, and am I going to, you know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So, and sometimes, you know, it can be a little bit of a anxious moment when I think, oh, I'm not really sure I'm prepared for this today. I don't really know what I'm going to do. But then I sit down and I start crafting, and I just absolutely love the whole process of figuring out what we're going to do today. So yeah, so I do I think I always end up surprising myself that you know, that but I think that is also not wanting to blow my own trumpet or anything, because I know this is all Time for Tea stuff, and I've designed it, but I think themselves are so easy to craft with and to come up with ideas with, because that's how I've tried to design them, that it actually does make it really easy. So I think this, no matter what sort of day I've had, whether it's been a long day, whether I had a lot of stuff on, going on, a lot of stuff on my mind, coming and doing this on whether it be a Thursday or a Friday, who knows what day we're going to do it on, but it doesn't matter what day it is, it's always an enjoyable time. And yeah, I just love sharing it with you all. So I'm trying to think actually if did I share the pictures from last week's live. I can't remember if I did, because things have got so hectic. So this is where we're at with this one. Now, in terms of the sentiment, I'm wondering whether we do it either side. I had done it up there, didn't I, before? But I'm looking at this on screen and I'm thinking that enjoy the ride across the middle there looks quite cute. I don't want to do it underneath because that's too expected. Or there is across the balloons there, which I think down here's looking quite cute, isn't it? So I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to take, oh, excuse me while I'm twisting around. This is the thin shaker tape I've got here, and this is ideal for your little sentiments. So I'm going to pop this one onto here. And again, because we've stamped the sentiments and we've used the coordinating dies for the sentiments, again, this makes it so much easier because we're not having to hunt around for the right size die. We're not going to trim it so it's too small. It's just going to work perfectly, and it's already been done now because we did that in advance. So again, if you're making a quick card for someone, it's perfect. Laura Ann says, wasn't sure it needed the layer when you laid the paper out, however now you're sold on it. Yeah, I wasn't sure it needed it, but then I just thought a little pop of colour might actually just tie the whole thing together. It's like giving it a frame without needing a frame, hasn't it? So yeah, I was like that. I was like, oh, I don't know about it, but I don't know, I think I like it now. I do like it. So, but you could just as easily have not used it, and I think it would still have looked nice. So I don't think I need any more. Do I need any more clouds? I don't think I'm going to add any more clouds. Hello, I've got a cat. Hello, are you going to come and say hello, Maisie? Hello, little angel. She was looking at me like she needed a cuddle, so I've just given her a little love. What do you want? What do you want? I'm going to come and say hello to everyone. No, you're going to have a little sit on your blanket instead. Very cute. They have been, bless them, they're so hot at the moment. She's needing this blanket. Oh, that's cute. They both have this thing that they've done since they were little, is they like to suckle on their blankets, and they have their special blanket, don't you, that you like to, you go to blanket, but yeah, she's looking like she quite likes this one. She says, I'm just going to sit on here and keep you company. Oh, I might have to get the webcam set up so you can have a look at her in a bit. So, finishing touches. Now, we could go with some coloured dots here, and bring out that orange, which I think that would be quite cute, but I feel like it might just take away from the background, and I'm liking the clean and simple look of this. I think it looks really nice. So the other thing that we could do, we could either go with white, actually white would be quite nice, or we could go with the clear. And I did think I've got some clear that I don't. Yes, I have. Well, these are only small ones though. I sometimes like the larger ones, but let's. So these are quite nice to just add a little bit of, just a little bit of something extra, and an extra little detail without adding any real nonsense to the background. And the other thing that you could potentially do would be to add a bit of glaze to your balloons, but I think I'm going to leave that as it is because I think that looks really quite cute. Yay! So that's the clear bubbles that I used. They're almost gone there, but I love adding a bubble and an enamel dot to everything. So that is our little enjoy the ride. So for the next one, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go with, see, our daffodils would be great for this. They actually fit really nicely on the bottom of there, you know. Oh, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So this isn't what I did. I will, let me see if I can find a picture of it on here. What do you think? Where did I put it? There it is. So this is the one that I did for my mum. I'm hoping you can see that okay. So it's a little little rabbit with a donut and then the "You Are Awesome" underneath. And all I've done is some ink blending and then some of those enamel dots. Super simple, dead easy, and the perfect little notelet. So that was the one I did for my mum, but this one I'm definitely getting real, just lovely vibes from this. This is going to be so cute. So we're going to use some little butterflies on here as well. And the sentiment, you can either go with just a really simple hello in the top corner, which I love. And then, or we can have the flying by, but I think I might just go with the hello in the top corner. How cute is that? So, and again, this is so easy to do. So just got the little daffodils, we've got the hello, and then for the background here I'm going to do the simplest thing ever. So Lauren said it looks lovely just adding the flowers to the playing card. Exactly, you don't have to do anything else, but I am just going to, oh, she's gone to sleep next to me, she's so cute. I'm literally just going to add some tumbled glass, the tiniest little bit. I'm not even going to go all the way up to the top, but just using more or less what's on the brush to cover that bit of cardstock, leaving it quite white towards the top, because like you, Laura, I like just how clean that's going to look. And Lisa says the note card I did for my mum is adorable. Oh, thank you. And that uses the sentiment dies. Again, I'd already got those die cut and I just used them. I mean, I think I showed this last week. I'll just show you this because this is when I've got to the point where I showed you. We've got. Let me show you, where are they? So, for example, this set here. I've already used a lot of the images from the set, so I've only got a couple left. I've got my my one sheep, I've got my chicken, which is so cute, and then I've got the barn. I will transfer those into this this little organizer, and this has got all my die cuts, all different things. We've got sentiments in here that are already die cut. So we've got a large hello there, we've got the eat the cake, I've also got some from the bold sentiments set already stamped and die cut, so I can use any of these on a project. I've also got lots of my my images already from different sets, so I can mix and match. I've tried to get them organised into kind of size and theme, sentiments together, and then, you know, my different character images. So they're really good to refer back to, and I like to take these with me when I go to craft events, because I can just select from here then and just make a card based on what I've got in this organiser. So I really love that, and I just pop that on a shelf beside me here on my craft desk, and then I can just go dip into that whenever I need to. So Maisie is, like I say, sat here beside me. She's just put a paws on me, and they're absolutely red hot. Are you warm, baby? Are you warm? So let's pop this together. So you see now I've got these beautiful daffodils on this gorgeous blue background, and yes, the tips of the leaves here are going to hang over the side of this, but I'm really not bothered about that at all. If you wanted to die cut yourself a card that was similar sort of size, what I would probably suggest is, let me have a look in here. Oh, I'm just leaning again. So we have the A2 layering dies. You could take one of those internal dies and cut yourself a card shape out of that. Or what else have we got? We've got loads of lovely ones. So the this set here is the Smile set. That internal, in fact, that's exactly the right size. So I'm just going to take this out. This die here cuts the perfect frame for this size of card. So the smallest die in that set is going to be ideal for making a little framed card, and is a great size for a notelet. What else have we got? We've got loads of great ones. The mini slimline is a great one to use. Hello, Maisie. Am I bothering you? I do apologise. We've got another one that I'm thinking, but I can't find it. Oh, this is great. This is a great one. So this one here, this is the square label dies. Again, why I've not got a magnetic sheet on here, I don't know, because this little sticky tape is not working, as you can see. But these are great little card shapes. So again, if you pop that on the top of your folded piece of card and make sure that that cutting edge is over the top of the fold, you can then create yourself a shaped card base, and this little square label is going to be ideal for a little notelet. So that's a really cool idea as well. So there's loads of ways of doing it, or you could just chop up a larger card to the size that you want. Lots of different ways. Oh, Laura's using the square frames now. Did you see the little photo bomb from the cat? Here she comes. Hello, Maisie. Oh, you're going to sit there, are you? Well, that's very helpful. Hello. Very helpful indeed. You're very pretty, but you need to come down here. Come on. That's it. She's very cute. So she's left little bits of fluff on my project there, so that was nice. Did you just want a bit of attention? So I think we can get this up and running, and I think I'm going to pop. I was debating with, do I go flat? Oh, Laura, you've no idea. They are so much bigger. They really are. Bigger and fluffier. So, I don't know what to do. Shall I leave them flat or shall I pop it up? I'm going to pop it up. I just love dimensions. So, yes, it's a notelet. It probably should be flat, but no. We like dimension, don't we, Maisie? So yeah, I mean, Arnie is much bigger than Maisie, so he's really grown since you last saw them, and they keep coming up. You know how in your feeds on on your iPhone. I don't know if it's the same on other phones, but certainly on iPhone, you get suggestions for your photo library. Comes up like featured photos, and they're ones from the past, and it brings up photos of them when they were tiny, and you just think, oh my god, I can't even remember them being that small. It seems such a long time ago, but it was only last July. Yeah, last July you'll have come home with us. They were born in May, so May is their birthday, but they didn't come to us till they were 8 weeks old. So yeah, so we didn't even have you at this time last year. Oh my goodness. So that is the little daffodils, and then we're going to pop up these guys as well. So just turn that over, and that is going to be a bit too long. Oops. So this little note card now is going to be absolutely ideal. The other thing that you could pop on there would be the thank you. I might change it for thank you. I don't know, I like the hello though. I do like the hello message. So a little bit of foam on the back of this guy. And he's just fluttering on there. And then, like I say, you could have the thank you, because this would be really useful to have then to send to somebody to say thank you. And I don't like where I position that, so I'm going to carefully remove that. So I just feel like it's covering things up. Maybe down there is better. Yeah, that's better for balance. So the thank you in the top corner, I think it's going to be a really useful little note to have, or we can have the hello. I feel like the hello just fits so nicely in that corner, doesn't it, that I am going to go with the hello. Hello. So I'm just going to cut a small strip of this. Probably should have just cut it from the shaker tape, but because we've got this one to hand, I thought I would use this. So again, we're going to pop that up, but pop it up in the corner. Oops, I've done that very straight. But, and there we've got then 2 cards done super quickly, really. What do you think, Maisie? So easy to do, because we've used paper and cardstock for one background, we used a little bit of ink blending for the other, and because we're working on a smaller space, we've not had to worry about covering and making a whole huge scene. But those daffodils, I think, look so gorgeous as a little note card. And you could pop something on the inside, a little sentiment on the inside, or you've got space there just to write a little message to someone to let them know that you're thinking about them, or just to say hello. Any occasion, just enjoying the ride of life. Really, really cute. Oh, I'm so happy with those. They've turned out so nicely. I really love that. Yeah, I'm thinking, we've done so well on time. Can we squeeze another one in? But I'm not sure whether we've got really the time to do one justice. I'm just looking for a little bit of inspiration around me for like a really nice, cute, quick and easy card. me go back to my card bases here, and that paper pad, where did I put that? There it is. And then, so we're looking at quick cards for all occasions here. So one of the ideas that we had was, we've got two ideas here. We've got our cute little kittens and we've got our oopsie daisies here. So my thoughts are for maybe for a quick card using these. Oh, I do love these. I mean, so cute. And again, I feel like these are really great for smaller cards. You are perfect. Oh, that's really cute. Or hope your day's perfect. That's really adorable. Or, again, we've got these little characters here. Let's have a think. What is going to be a good way of getting us a nice, quick, easy card? I think I like the idea of some of this paper. Green so much. How cute is that green on that matches the green that's in the crown there. Also works with these guys, but I do like this, the look of this. I'm liking that look. What do we think? Do we like that? I think that's really cute, isn't it? And again, this could be just such a quick and simple card. Have I got a bit of a thicker piece? Yes, that's what we need. We need that kind of depth, don't we? And then, what did I do with the, what's I done with that? I'm losing my marbles. Losing my marbles, everyone. Oh, it's right there in front of me. What a nana. Okay, so in this set we also have the extra little diamonds, which I think are really cute as well. So I think they make for a nice little addition. So yeah, so that's pretty cute. This could be a really nice and simple little card. So let's have a look at this. We've obviously got all this other beautiful patterned paper, beautiful colours, the stripes, but I think that green just pulls out the green in the crown so well. So let's go for this, because this is going to be a really, really cute and easy project to do. And what I'm going to do, I've done this on a project previously, and I really like this this technique. So I'm going to just tear along the top of this, and you can hopefully you can see on screen just the quality of this paper is so good. This is 170 GSM paper, really great quality. And if we pop that onto there, that's going to make for a really lovely backdrop. So I'm going to cut this to the right size. So back to my dies. These are my A6 nesting dies. I need, oh actually do I need A2? This is an A2 size card. So this is an A2 size card, is slightly smaller but slightly fatter. So I'll show you them in comparison to each other when I'm done. And again, this is going to be super quick. So if we make 3 cards tonight, that's got to be some kind of a record. So this is my A2 card base. This is my A6 card base. If I turn this one over, you can see there in terms of height the difference. And then if I put them next to each other like so, you can see that the A2 size is slightly wider, so ever so slightly wider. Not hugely, but you've got a good 5 mil there maybe in width, maybe a little bit less, but it's definitely a bit shorter. So I'm going to pop this die onto here because I want this to be the same width as my card base. So excuse me while I make a little bit of a noise while we put this through the machine. And this is, another example of where using your papers can really help you make cards super quick. If you don't want to do anything, you don't want to do too much. You want to put a card together really quickly. Pattern papers are a great way of doing that. I do love having them in my stash. So. I'm going to do a similar sort of thing that we did with the previous card. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of the tumbled glass in the background to create a little bit of colour on the background. So it's a bit of sky there, but just so that it's not totally stark white. But again, personal preference, you don't have to do that because we're probably going to add a little bit of colour and embellishment to it with when we decorate it. So pop that back in my caddy, and then this is the base there. So to do that, I'm going to pop this up. And like I said, this is a style of card that is a bit of a go-to, because it is really quick and easy to do. So if you're looking for that inspiration that is something real simple but looks effective, then this is a really great design to go to. So let's pop that, let's try and line that up on there. And then we've got our little kitty cat here. I feel like maybe there's a bit too much of that on the bottom maybe. But you are perfect. Works really well. And then we could have some little diamonds. Oh, that's cute. So I probably need to do an extra diamond, I think. 3 diamonds feels like the right amount of diamonds. I've got a little bit of foam that keeps falling off here, so I'm going to add that to the back of this diamond. Well, I say I'm going to add it. There we go. So I think this is looking rather adorable, isn't it? So we could do two small ones and a large one, but I don't want them to be too symmetrical, you see. Symmetry can be a good thing, but can also be not so much. So this one I'm going to add some foam to our lovely little cat here, and then I'm going to add an extra. Actually, I might not need that on the bottom then. Let's just have a look. How much of it's going to sit on there? Yes. So because a lot of the bottom of this is actually going to sit on an area that we've already got raised up, I don't need to add foam to that because it'll make her a bit wonky. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the bottom there. And then we'll take the tape off and pop. So for you, for those of you that are watching, what is your go-to? What is your kind of go-to style of card? And are you looking for inspiration in that sort of area of, you know, quick and simple cards, or do you like the more in-depth projects? Do you like to what kind of projects do you end up doing the most of? Are the ones that, because Lauren's making a lot of cards at the moment, aren't you? So are you going for more of a, you know, let's do something that's quick and is beautiful, or are you spending hours and hours on your projects, creating, you know, intricate scenes and things? So we'll pop "You Are Perfect" underneath, which is adorable. And what you could do, and I have done before, is if you feel like you have got too much real estate at the bottom, you could just snip that off if you wanted to. But I don't think I'm going to. I think this is going to work out nicely. So I'm going to grab the stamp set that goes with it. So this is the Queen for the Day set. And like I say, it's got these gorgeous little diamonds, and there is actually a different shaped diamond there that I have got that in here actually. Let's have a look. So we've got this shape of diamond as well, but I feel like it needs the the side view rather than the top view. So I'm going to go for another one of these now. Shall we go for a larger one in the middle, or should we go for a smaller one? Two larger ones and a small. Two large and a small. Oh, that looks like that was a failed stamping attempt till I had to put my arm straight through it by the looks of it. So I'll use the back of that. That's handy. A little scrap of card is all that we need for this. Just pop that on there. Laura Ann says, sorry, I was hand lettering 2 quick cards for kids, teachers, and on the phone to you to your mum. The cards recently will be a big showstopper. Lots of cutting and die cutting. Oh wow. So ready for some colouring and stamping. Big showstoppers. I love that. See, sometimes it just has to be done, doesn't it? You have to do a big showstopper. It just tends to be that on the lives we don't have a lot of time to show what goes into those big showstoppers. So, and getting the time to then, you know, pre-record those is also, you know, pretty challenging. But definitely, you know, we need to be doing those. We need to get some of the design team doing those for us again, I think. But the guys on the team do some fabulous showstopper cards. I know Jane done a lot of interactive cards for the last release actually, so that was pretty cool. So I've done both small and large because I can't decide. And I'm only going to use 3 because, again, I think I said before, it's all about the odd numbers. So I'm just looking now. I've gone a bit quiet there because I was looking for my pay list of blues. There we go. Sorry if my head popped into view there. And really, I mean, all I'm doing with this is going over those lines with the blue. So you're only seeing the very smallest hint of blue there. Almost, you might say, a waste of time. But adding a bit of colour does make a difference, even if it is just a tiny bit, because it then it stops it from just being a flat white image. So now we need to cut these out. So I need to prise these from the magnets, and these will go through the mini machine, so that's going to be handier than putting them through the big Gemini. So put that onto there, and then just be careful lining up these smaller images. I have a feeling I've not lined that one up perfectly, but we will see. Because you have to see a little bit of the black line inside the die. Then you know you've got it lined up. You just need to almost not see the black line around all sides. If you can see too much of the black line and on one side and no black line on the other, you've not lined that up correctly. So you will see more of a white edge on one side if that's the case. So let's see if I've done this. See, that one has been lined up perfectly. You can see it's got an even, let's see, bring it a bit closer, it's got an even amount of white space. So yeah, so my thoughts were to go maybe like so. So that they're all kind of pointing inwards to the little cute little chap. And this is where I'm going to decide then I'm going to wish I'd done 5, but no, I think that would be overkill, wouldn't it? That would be overkill. So you see, I'd said on this one I thought I hadn't lined it up quite right, and you can see that I haven't there, because I've got more of a white line, white border on this side, and I did think that is the mistake that I'd made. It's not huge, it's not horrendous. I don't think anybody's going to mind, are they? So, and I think I might go with the smaller one rather than the lot too large. So that's one I can keep for another time. Pop that in there, make sure we don't lose our little dies. Pop them back in there, and let's get these stuck down onto here. Just whiz round. I've got some tiny bits of foam tape that are left from the previous cuts that we did. So did I say that one can just go on there? And then here I've got a little sliver of foam that we can just add to the back of here. I love how industrious you've been, Laura. That's you know, that's a lot of crafting, but so rewarding, I bet, to have done all of those projects for people, and they're going to be so buzzing that they've got something that is totally unique. I'm gonna say, really there? Yeah, that's cute. That's cute, cute, cute. I think that's pretty much done. I have noticed that just on my sentiment here, there's a little bit of where the ink has kind of run a little bit or smeared when I've finished the project. So in order to correct that, I've just used a bit of white Jelly Roll pen, and that'll just clean that up a little bit. And then the other thing that I did think would be quite cute to do would be to add a bit of glitter to these guys here. So I'm just having a look to see where maybe some glossy accents rather than glitter. Let's have a look. I've got some stickles. Frosted lace is quite nice. Or we've got I think some crystal. Stardust I had somewhere. Where's that? Stardust is a nice one. Sorry, my head popped into view again there. Should we try a bit of Stardust? So I do like the Stardust. So if I just add some of that to, oh come on, that bit came out too quick, and now this bit's not coming out at all. Sometimes I'll store these upside down so that they are flowing a little bit better, but now we've got it, look. So, oh, that's looking great. So that's given a little bit of glitter on there. And I am going to store them upside down, I think. Now, just so that flow a little bit better. Oh, I've got some in front of me upside down. Silly me. So that is a really clean and simple but very cute card. And like I say, you could add more to it if you wanted. You could add some more of the droplets there, which would be a really cute thing. You could even add some coloured dots down at the bottom. So let me have a look at some of the different colours that we've got here. See what colours might go. We've obviously got different shades of pink and green. They are a little bit different though. I feel like they don't quite go, although I love the purple. Oh, love that purple so much. Love the yellow as well. So we do have the yellow in there. The yellow would be a nice one, or even like I say, the clear. So because we've got the yellow in the crown, but again, sometimes less is absolutely more. So let me grab these clear bubbles. So these are the clear bubbles. Look, I'm going to chop off the top of this because that's just an easier way of getting to them and storing them. And then let's have a look, see what this would look like if we were to have a few little drops around the bottom here. Oh, that one decided to come with me. Oh, sticking to my finger more than it is to the project. And oh, I can't get not one but three tonight. I know. I'm spoiling you, aren't I? So we've got the little dots. I don't know if we need the dots, you know. Yeah, I don't think the dots are not adding any value to this project, so I'm going to take them off. Sometimes it's good to know, you know, when it's time to stop. The great thing about these dots are once they're on, but you can move them around. So I'm going to leave that as it is because I think it doesn't need any more than what we've put on there. And I'm going to say we've done a good job tonight. We've made 3 cards. 3 cards that I think, again, like I said, would be great for any occasion. That was the brief. That's what we wanted to do today. We wanted to make cards that were great for any occasion. Do you think that we've done that? Do you think that would you agree with me that that's what we've accomplished tonight? So these are the 3. Oh, try not to put your finger in the glitter. That would be a good idea. Wipe my finger, glittery fingers. So yeah, try not to put your finger straight into your glittery project as soon as you've done it. Let's pop this paper away as well. Love this paper pad, so useful for a quick project. Put that back in there. Keep all your scraps as well, because you never know when you'll use those. I think I've just thrown some on the floor. Like most of us, we've got things all over the floor, haven't we? And heavens knows what glitter we've got covered in. So let me just have a look. Each different but all beautiful, says Lauren. Oh, thank you. They are all different, aren't they? Very different. So they're not a set. I didn't set out to make a set, but what I did want to do was show you 3 cards. Well, show you at least 1 card that was suitable for any occasion. But now we've got 3. So who am I going to send these to? That's the question. And they're great then to just have in your stash to just go to whenever you need them. So I'll do you a little close-up of all of them. And then I think I'll let you all go for the evening. But I'm really happy with all of these. I think they've come out so well. I'm going to take photos of them all for you guys. And then, yeah, I will do my best to get them up, and I will get pictures of last week's up if I haven't already. I feel like I didn't do that for some reason. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight and for chatting along with me, keeping me company. I hope you've enjoyed today's projects. I've absolutely loved it. It's been so nice to make something and craft along with you. I'll be here again next week. I think it will probably be Thursday again. I think we seem to be settled on Thursdays for the moment. So yeah, so I'm going to say Thursday for now, but do check out the banner on the website, or we'll tell you when we're next doing anything, whether that be on TV or a live stream. And if you've not already subscribed to the newsletter, please do subscribe. It's such a good thing to a community to be part of, because we do special members, subscriber only offers and discounts via the newsletter, and obviously we let you know first about anything new that's happening, when we're going live, when we're going to be on TV, when we're at a craft show, or when we're going to be launching a new release. All goes on the newsletter, so you won't miss out on a single thing if you subscribe to that. And you also get a welcome discount as well of 15% off your first subscriber order. So loads of reasons for you to sign up to that mailing list if you haven't already. Yeah, I will see you all again next week for some more crafting live. Have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys. Bye. Thank you. Bye.